Mark Belton, SuperTraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. This is a typical Tuesday night at Super Training Gym. We are doing some box squats. You're also going to see some reverse band deadlifts. I've been trying to work a little bit on my raw strength, which is not very good. And so I've been trying to force that a little bit before I get into any gear. There's Kara Weston hitting up a box squat. And this is Gerard, who came out from the East Coast. He's actually kind of from my hometown. See him plop on the box there and his knees caved in a little bit. Something that he'll have to work on, but he's not all that accustomed to all this type of training and wasn't exactly sure how to do it until he kind of saw it firsthand. That's the thing about a lot of these methods is you don't really know it unless you've ever done it in front of somebody who knows what they're doing. It's hard to find a good coach sometimes. It's hard to find someone who can direct you and push you in the right direction. But once you do and things start to click, then everything just gets to be that much easier and you become that much stronger. There's Chris Ramos busting out a good set. Our main goal for today was to do some dynamic work. Like I said, I've been working on doing a little bit of raw stuff before I get into my gear. I start out on a low box, and then it starts to get heavy. I raise the box up higher and higher, and then I get into my gear. There's Mr. Robot Pants hitting up a squat. Here's Ryan Cove hitting up a reverse band deadlift. Nice pull by him there. Here's a side view of Kara doing a box squat. See how the knees aren't forward. The shin angle is pretty straight up and down, so good job by her there. Here's Ryan again, and notice he always does such a great job of forcing those knees out. Keeps a pretty good upright posture. Looks like his back is rounded over though, and that's actually what makes him kick the bar forward. You can see the trajectory of the bar there. The bar kind of shot forward a little bit. Here's Riley going with some squats as well. He's been trying to work on his squats and his gear a little bit more. We've had a lot of guys work without the box as of late. There's Irish Ed hitting up some deadlifts, reverse band deadlift. The reverse band deadlift makes the weights easier, lighter at the bottom, and the weights are heavier at the top. It's a great movement to help you overload. Here goes Chris again, aka Torta. Maybe we weren't doing speed work on this day. I forget what the hell we were doing, actually, to be honest with you. Here comes Mr. Pants again, Mr. Robot Pants. He's got his briefs on and his suit. He actually told me later on that he doesn't really like that suit too much. It just doesn't really seem to fit him the right way. And so he's probably going to stick with his canvas suit. Good strong pull there by Silent Mike. Silent Mike has really been working hard, and he's been building up a lot of strength as of late, trying to get him involved in the next couple meets that we have. Here's a 640 pull by him. I think that's 640. Kind of hard to tell what that is. You see it done that fast. And here comes Mr. Robot again. Robot's always trying to feel out his squats. He's always trying to work on perfecting his form and his technique, which is a very smart move by him, because in the long run, that's really what's going to come down to. For him to squat 900 pounds, him to get to the next level, it's not just going to be about him just getting brutally strong, although that's always a huge factor. That's always the main thing. But having the brutal strength and the technique to go right along with it is another key factor. There's Ed busting out some reps, working really hard. Something that we do quite often here at Super Training Gym. We have guys do repetition work after they hit their max weight. Okay, so on this day I'm actually just doing, I think I just did some triples, and then I followed that up with a couple of singles. Trying to get used to knee wraps. I'm a baby with knee wraps. Here's Mike doing 675, reverse band and a pair of briefs. He can't quite lock it out, and then he does some weird maneuver and does stand up with it all the way. Shit, I'll give it to him. I'll give him a couple white lights for that one. Here goes Chris Ramos again. Chris has been working hard on his form and technique. He's pretty sporadic as a lifter, and we're trying to fix that. This is about 650 or so, I think. I can't remember the weights as well anymore. Here's David butt squish going with some chains and the safety squat bar. It's Chris Ramos going again, finishing up his workout with a crazy looking box squat. Chris just has a lot of strength in him. He's able to kind of do whatever he wants sometimes with the bar, and it ends up looking nutty like that sometimes. It's good to have David back in the gym after a layoff. A lot of our guys get married, and we don't see them ever again, which we don't really understand why that happens. Here we are working on fixing up Ryan Spencer's form and technique. We noticed that the barbell gets very far away from his hips when he does his squats, and so something that we're trying to fix. He tends to carry the bar really low normally. When he has the bar really low, he's kind of in a forward position. He's kind of rounded over in the upper body and leaning forward. And then as he goes downward, he sticks his butt back. So his chest and shoulders are forward, and his butt is back, and then his hips are not underneath the barbell the way that they should be. And here we're working on him using his hips a little bit more. There's some decisions you're going to have to make when you're powerlifting. You have to kind of try to figure out what kind of lifter are you. If you're a squatter that uses their back, then you are going to go with a low bar, and you are going to lean forward a little bit. If you're a squatter that likes to use your hips, you're going to be more upright posture. But you have to kind of decide between the two. And once you make that decision, and once it starts to feel right for you, and you feel powerful and explosive, then it's something you want to stick with and try to refine. It's always good to try new things out. If you don't try new things out, you won't really know what's right or wrong for you. There's David hitting up another good strong squat, and that is it from supertraining.tv.